All right, welcome on back, everyone, to this episode of First CSP, the channel dedicated to bringing you the first council shoulder patch issue from all councils in Scouting America, both past and present. Today, we're going to take a look at Chester County 539. This was originally chartered in 1919 and is still a presently active council. We've got two variations to take a look at for the first issue. Start off on the patch table here with the T1A, defined by its yellow border, white background, red fleur-de-lis, which looks a little blobby, orange fox, and small strips of light green grass. We are going to have essentially the same image for the T1B. We've got a slight difference in color variation on the border, and the grass is a focal point for the collecting guide in differentiating the two. So this is the T1A. Both of these are going to be plastic backed patches. So this is the T1. One thing that I have found when looking at these online, when trying to differentiate between T1A and T1B, you can find a ton of variation in the grass. And I don't know if it's, sometimes the thread would run out, and so you get larger portions, and sometimes it looks super wispy, like these voids where you see the white twill sometimes are super large. And I wasn't sure originally with identifying T1A versus T1B. If I was then looking at a T1A, T1B, you will find the most variation here in T1A. You can find a bunch of T1As where the grass kind of patterns almost look slightly different. So that's something to be aware of. Let's take a look here at the T1B. Here you can see the sowing pattern for the grass is almost different. You get basically string lines being run on the T1A, and here it's this very tight little segments, and we'll try and look at those comparatively with both on the screen here in a second. But going to the description for the T1B, here we have a light yellow border, so you're going to find that this is much brighter in color than the T1A. Same white background, same red fleur-de-lis. This looks a little less blobby this time. Orange fox, and then large sections of grass. And basically how the grass was sown is certainly going to look slightly different between the two. Flip this over. So here's the T1B. And then let's get both of these here on screen, so we can compare those two. Again, right away, the biggest visible differentiator is going to be the color of the two borders. So we've got a yellow border on the T1A and a light yellow border on the T1B. It does look as though the font is slightly thicker for the sewing on the T1A for the Chester County Council. It just looks like kind of a fatter sew when it was produced. But then we can see here with the grass, you're getting these long threads being sewn across to produce this grass, where these are super tight little sews to produce that grass. Let's see. I'm going to try this for the first time. Let's see if we can give you a slightly better view of those. We've got a magnifying glass. You can see up towards the top the longer strings that produce the grass for the T1A, and below we've got the short segments that sew the grass for the T1B. I think that magnifying glass does a pretty reasonable job in helping see the differences between the two. Again, because there is such variation, especially from what I've seen online, there may be ones where this red fleur-de-lis looks a little tighter. I know I've seen some differences in kind of how that fox face is produced, so I don't generally focus on those when trying to make a description, because you're going to see variations within that production run for T1A that are different. So you do want to focus on the border colors here, and then just the overall manufacture style for the grass for the T1A, where it's longer overlapping segments, and the T1B is going to have those really tight short segments that are actually producing the grass. With that, hope you guys have enjoyed this video, find some utility and entertainment. I want to thank you guys for stopping in today. Please feel free to share the video and give it a thumbs up. Help spread this content to more individuals. We really enjoy making these videos and sharing these with you. Hope you guys are enjoying them as well. If there is a council that you would like to see highlighted on the channel, please drop it below in the comments. We'd love to get that in the queue so you can see some of the issues that you're looking forward to as well. With that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you on the next episode.